Quote, "The best time to write is when you have nothing to say." Billy Collins.
And sometimes the best time to live is when you have nothing left to live for. The way the darkest moments spark the greatest beginnings. When it feels like the world is closing down around you.
Just when it seems like it's all over. As the last flickering strands of confetti are floating down onto empty boulevards on January 1st, and the wrinkled, worn hands of a bartender are wiping down a counter where thousands of elbows have worn a rut into the wood.
That is when life is ready to push through, screaming to feel alive.
As would-be messiahs turn their hands to heaven, ready to catch God's guilty tears in the empty reservoirs of their palms.
And as we write poems from that point where pain becomes purpose, like that look in your daughter's eyes. She understands and doesn't hate you as you sign divorce papers.
Just when it seems like everything is closing in around you.
It's that first pack of smokes at 14 and never making it to the last in the bunch. The one you flipped over so the tobacco could face the sky. After father became diagnosed 4 days later, you called it
lucky. The day that your white-gripped knuckles clung like tree roots to a 9th-story windowsill that you couldn't let go of because your folded note on the dresser just couldn't say enough, realizing that you've got nothing to throw away and a lot of better people, places, and better problems to breathe in. It's bloody teeth after the school bully calls some girl bitch and you just couldn't stay out of it, receiving that knuckle sandwich like a delicatessen as you regain consciousness on her lap to the brush of her velvet fingers.
It's an alcoholic mother and father who teach you by poor example never to pick up the bottle, mixing some into your baby formula so you
stop crying, just go to sleep.
Which in the long run was a blessing if it meant you never had to become like them.
Water cycles into gutters only to rise again.
A phoenix to merge with the sun, because the smallest flame can change the greatest amount of darkness like
the Big Bang. Because we don't need to feel the gravity of stars, hurling us through theories of relativity to know shit happens we cannot control.
And I've stopped asking myself why I would ever want to. Because just as the walls are closing in,
what better time to break through them?